Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with, from the Dormammu Build-A-Figure Wave, Marvel Legends Series Super Villains, Dormammu. Thank you for watching this video, or any of my other videos that you may have run across, which I hope is all of them. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. With all that said, let's get into it. Let's begin our tour of the Dark Dimension with a look at the packaging. And here we have Build-A-Figure Dormammu, a hook, assortment number 4 and up. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Marvel Legends Series. Nice big window showcasing the figure and accessories, except for, of course, the Build-A-Figure piece, which, spoiler alert, I already put together. Marvel Super Villains Dormammu. Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, pound print, legalese print, made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn, and a barcode. On this side, artwork of the evil Dormammu. And on this side, artwork of the evil Dormammu. And on the back side, you guessed it, the same artwork of evil Dormammu, only larger. Marvel Legends Series Dormammu, a maniacal cosmic being with an unquenchable thirst for conquest. Dormammu uses extra-dimensional abilities to invade realms across all planes of existence. There it is in some other languages I don't speak. Build-A-Figure Dormammu. There is Dormammu. There's numbers that correspond with which part comes with which figure in the cross sale, which is Dr. Doom, Dormammu, the Hood, Lady Deathstrike, Arcade, the Red Skull, and the AIM Scientist Supreme. Each sold separately, subject to availability. Attention! Don't stick things in your pie hole, your French pie hole, that don't belong there. Don't stick things in any other language pie hole that doesn't belong there. Don't give it to babies. Marvel print, small print, China print, Hasbro print. That, my friends, concludes our look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories, and we'll start with accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers, and he does come with 2 of these magic fire effect type effects pieces. Nothing new, we've seen these before, but I do believe they are appropriate to this figure. He also comes with 2 extra sets of hands, set of fists, so you can shake them to make Doctor Strange rue the day. And they're on in and out hinges. And then splayed finger hands, also on in and out hinges. Now let's take a look at the figure himself. And first of all, I want to mention this crown piece. It is a separate piece. It does come off. There is a tab on the bottom of it, and there's a slot in his neck, and it does peg in there. However, these parts don't quite like to stay in the proper position, so they may require just a little dab of glue to keep them in place. But while we're talking about that, let's go ahead and take a look at the head sculpt. Nice fire for hair, which is part of the crown. Whoever rules the dark dimension has this fiery stuff on their head. Magic, I guess. And of course the deco on the face, very, very classic Dormammu. And it's all molded in this like clear, well, not clear, but translucent plastic. And then for the face, it's got this paint on it and these lines. And the lines, which are just deco, it feels like. It doesn't feel like they are sculpted in, but it looks like they're sculpted in. I may just be missing it. Yeah, you can definitely see the light shining down in there like it's a groove. And yes, it actually is sculpted in there. And then, you know, that creepy face with the eyes and the mouth being that translucent color. You know, it really does go back to that classic Dormammu look, which, I mean, this whole figure overall, because that's, well, what it's supposed to be, right? Then this piece is a separate piece, and I'm sure you could probably get it off there if you wanted to, although I don't know why you would want to. And this body mold, of course, for the most part is the same as the Red Skull out of this same wave, that like villain bodysuit, loose bodysuit, not bodysuit, coveralls, I guess. The differences, of course, being this overlay, this belt piece is an overlay, and the gloves are different and the boots are different. But other than that, you know, it's that same Red Skull mold. Or maybe Red Skull is the Dormammu mold. I don't know. At the shoulders, there is a little bit of butterfly, it feels like. Forward that far, back that far. I don't think it really is. I think it's just the peg slipping in the joint just a little bit. The arm will do a full 360-degree rotation at the shoulder. And at the shoulder, he gives you just under 90 degrees of bend. Cut here at the upper bicep for another 360-degree rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow. And it gives you a great range on the bend there. At the wrist, full 360-degree rotation, and these hands are on an up and down hinge. And that's on both sides. That classic style Hasbro Marvel Legends crunch allows him to bend back that far and crunch forward that far. And there is a cut at the waist for a 360-degree rotation. He'll give you that much of the splits. Kicks forward about 90 degrees. Kicks back hardly at all because his evil butt gets in the way. Cut here at the upper thigh for another 360-degree rotation. Double hinged pinless knee. And let's see how much bend I can get out of that. Ow. Gives you that much bend, which is fantastic. Then Another 360-degree rotation at the top of the boot. Ankle tilts down that far, tilts up that far, and forward-facing pin for rocker. And that, my friends, is a look at Dormammu and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And let's start things off with the Dormammu Build-A-Figure. And I think this one was also in a Comic-Con pack before he was a Build-A-Figure. And I will tell you, he does not like to stand up, so. Now, how does he stack up against the rest of the wave? Here we have Lady Deathstrike. The AIM Scientist Supreme. Arcade. The Hood. Dr. Doom. The Red Skull. And Zemnu. For our final Marvel Legends, making his cameo appearance, we have Stan the Man Lee. Let's see how they look against some other waves. And from G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison from McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, we have 3 Jokers, the Joker, the Clown. And that, my friends, completes our look at comparisons. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends Series Supervillains Zemnu Build-A-Figure Wave Dormammu, I have to say, this is the classic Dormammu that I've been waiting for. I do wish he had a little bit more size on him, like the Build-A-Figure. I think that would have been appropriate for this figure, but, you know, I'm just happy to get a classic version of the guy. I know he does share a lot of reuse with Red Skull, and yeah, it's appropriate for this figure and for the Red Skull because of, you know, the way that they appeared in these costumes. And the only real complaint, and it's not even a real complaint about this figure, is his crown, you know, not wanting to stay in place where it's supposed to be. I mean, you turn the head a little bit too much and it comes unpegged. And, you know, that's really about it. Other than that, you know, this figure is great. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further. Or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.